spending like 7 months making TSB content, which was terrible, by the way. I decided to take another path and become a Roblox Animator, which was kinda odd because how you go from TSB content to making Roblox animation nowadays? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. But what I do know is why I decided to becoming a Roblox Animator. This is the reason why I became a Roblox Animator. I have dreamed most of the time of making something that I loved, something that involves with games, or making films like you see in the big animation studio. Most of the time, you would probably be watching a movie or a show that involves with a lot of animation, and I do myself. But whenever I do, I always think of why I try to make this. Even though I end up never making the thing I said I was gonna make, it was more about the thrill and the motivation to make the animation. All of these studios have these different peoples. People who makes VFX, SFX. We also got people who are scripters, modelers, scene creator, GUI artist, and a lot more. And don't get me wrong, they all have their parts to play, and their role plays a massive part. But I honestly think that animation is what brings the film or the game to life. Every game, films, movies, and shows you have watched before all uses animations. But there are some videos that I have seen where people make animation without having all these other stuff, and their videos are insane. If I find the videos, I will show you. But you get the idea of what I am trying to tell you. Studios can't make stuff without animation. I don't know if that's true or not, but you get the idea. That's why I became an animator, because I can make anything that my brain comes up with. And I chose to become a Roblox Animator, because R6 is really easy to animate. But the reason why you should become a Roblox Animator is because you're going to get opportunities that you probably never gotten before. I was experimenting in the summer. The summer is when I truly started my animation journey. I wanted to see what I could get as an animator. So I joined a bunch of Discord server for developing games. I also started practicing combat and movement animation. I started making a bunch of random animation to showcase my skills. And even though I've gotten countless times of rejections because they didn't like my work or some stupid reason, I still continue. Because if people don't want me to help them with animation, why don't I just make films by myself? And that is exactly what I did. If you look on my channel, you will see a couple of animation film I have made all by myself. It's not a lot, but it's something. But people started to take notice and were actually hiring me to work in their games. And believe it or not, I made over $700 in just 2 months. Now, if you're broke and living in the basement, $700 ain't that bad. And I was just animating for people for fun. Do you not see how much benefits you could get from being a Roblox Animator? And that's just one of the benefits you can as a Roblox Animator. The best part of being an animator is that you can post your insane clips or films you made on YouTube, like I am doing right now. But all I am trying to say is that you can have popularity from YouTube, increasing your chances for people to look at your video and a possibility for them to hire you. And I know most of you people that are watching this video have social anxiety and antisocial. But don't worry, you don't have to speak in the microphone because we all know you're broke, so you can't afford a microphone. But you don't have to speak in a microphone. Just let the result speak for itself. And that's what I do mainly on this channel. I don't speak in the microphone because I will let the result speak for itself. And no, I don't have social anxiety and I'm not anti-social. But anyways, I have seen people done these things before and they are doing pretty well for themselves. There are Roblox animators who spend their entire YouTube career just making Roblox animation and film. And that's what I am planning to do for the channel. Being animator is what I personally think that is the best and most fun thing to do for developing. Now, I am not saying that the other stuff ain't fun, but I believe animating has got to be the best job for developing. And like I said, I'm not sure that what I am saying is actually true, but animating lets you create anything that your little brain can come up with. I have over 1 year of experience of animating and have created a lot of animation, more than I can remember, but sadly, I don't have a portfolio yet. But don't worry, I will soon. But animating is actually the easiest thing to make. Most of these stuff like modeling, scripting, VFX, SFX, GUI artists, and other artists needs to have years of experience to work in places nowadays. And animating is as hard as those are. Sure, you will need a lot of experiences, but they aren't as bad as they are. Pretty easy to learn, if you ask me. And if you're someone who is looking to get some money on the side and get a job as a developer, animating is probably the easiest and fastest way to get there. Nothing is easy for developing, though, but animating is a great path to take. Sadly, I think when you become an animator, especially a Roblox animator, people are going to look at you differently. Most of the time, people will be surprised that you even decided to become a Roblox animator because, well, of course, you would already know why. Trust me on this one. Personal experience. Anyways, I actually encourage you to become a Roblox animator. Well, for one thing, you can make anything you want come to life. And secondly, Roblox rig are very easy to animate if you ask me. Especially R6. But honestly, it's up to you. And I am not saying that animating is the best one out of all the developing stuff. But this is what I truly think. I have experiences as a modeler and as a VFX artist, so I have some knowledge with other stuff. But like I said, it's all up to you. I love being a Roblox animator, and I think you would love it too if you were to start out as one. But this really goes for anything you do. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I am trying to post a lot more, but I can only do that with your help. But yeah, hopefully you can become a Roblox animator. See you guys later.